I want to speak to you as a mother. Thank you, sir. I want to speak to you. Thank you. As a matriarch. I want to speak to you not just as a pastor. Although I'm not a pastor, not just as a pastor's wife. I want to talk to you. I want to have a family meeting with you. "2025 is very, very, very significant. It carries grace at the back. 5 is a number of grace. 20, you can divide it by 5. The last 25, you can divide it. The first 0, you can divide it. So it's full of grace. And the worst thing that can happen to anybody is to waste 2025. Listen, you're going to rewatch this teaching tonight. Is to waste 2025. Is a year that is full of graces. Is a year of settlement. Is a year of conclusion. Is a year that many things will meet and set. You know why? Because the Lord cometh. So if there is a year that you must be serious, it is this year. Serious with your spiritual life, serious with every aspect of your life, it is this year. Whether you are a child or you are an adult, I want you to listen to me. And I'm sharing only 3 things with you. When I'm done, I'll now lead you to pray. I don't think I can take all the 17 prayer points. Maybe we'll take like 6 or 7 or 5. Then I'll bless you. And I'll see you at the top. The first thing I want to talk to you about is opportunity. God created, but he didn't finish. He rested, but he didn't finish. So he put the oak in the acorn. He put the seat you are sitting on now, if it is wood, he put it in the tree. He put the clothes you are wearing now, he put it in the bush. He put oil. The Bible says that the profit of the earth belongs to all. Even the king is served by it. The paper that you use to write, he put it inside the tree. So you go there to find it out. God did not create the chair. God did not create newspapers. God did not create biro. No. He created opportunities. Please sit down and listen very carefully. If you will be made, it will be because of the opportunities you took advantage of. While I was in the car coming, I had to go online to even look at the word opportunity and to look at the synonyms. So it's something all of us have access to. And it says chance, golden opportunity, suitable time or occasion or moment, opening, possibility, freedom, latitude, room to maneuver, slot, field day, moment, a kick at the can or the cart, a break, a locking. I think I have about 58 or something more. Opportunity. Success is about opportunities. Destiny is about opportunity. And I'm going to break it down a little for you. Then you go and fill in the gap after this service. If you are 30 years old and above, listening to me on site today, I want you to wave your hand at me. You're 30. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. If you are 25 and above, let me see your hands. You're 20 and above. So everybody at the same time, now 20 and above, whether you're 70 or you're 60. Fantastic. So you're the one I'm talking to. Help me tell your neighbor, she's talking to you. Now let's get serious. If you are 25 and above and you don't have land, I love that reaction. I am here to wake you up. I don't want you to live the way your parents lived. I don't want you to live the way my parents lived, the way my grandparents lived. I want you to start early so that you will not labor in your old age. This year, I want you to start thinking about every opening that comes your way and see it as gold. Gold. In 2024, some did not expect. Maybe somebody came to visit you and gave your children something. Maybe somebody in school made a transfer to you. It was not in the plan. You didn't expect it. And you squandered the money. As you look back now, you can't even remember what you spent it on. You're the one I'm talking to tonight. There is no success without season moments. Because it's only today we know. So when Dr. Nii says, it's yours, take it. Let's apply it to opportunities. You got married. And God used the man to bless you. And you ate everything with 10 fingers. Thinking that he will give me again. He will give me again. Only God knows tomorrow. And I'm not a negative preacher. But I'm very realistic. You cannot afford in 2025 to eat with 10 fingers. So when we say it's yours, take it. You take it to make it. You take it to make it work. If you get married and God blesses you after a year or 2 years with a child, and 5 years after you have to be looking for school fees, you have lived an irresponsible life. That's the reason I'm sitting today. I'm not preaching. I'm having a family meeting with you. So that now that the year is still early, you know what to do. You know the Bible sometimes will say in the book of Psalm, Selah. I've been doing a lot of Selah. So it can sink. 2025 is not like any other year. It's a year that is full of grace. But you know one thing? Spiritual things are very slippery in nature. Very slippery. And before you know it, you won't believe this. You're going to be hearing Merry Christmas again. Therefore, as opportunities come your way, let my voice be ringing in your ears. I can't afford to waste you. I can't afford to waste you. If you are a giver like I am, then you must learn to save. It's not in the amount, it's in the consistency. I was flying recently from Cameroon to Kenya. I wanted to preach in Kenya for a few hours. And as I sat in the car, I said to myself, who says you can't even bless yourself with a very good car? Today is December, whatever. Who says? So I got home and I got to Kenya and I called my house. I said, I want to gift myself a car. And Nigerian roads, I don't drive cars. You know what I mean? I drive SUVs. So I said to my husband, I don't want your help. I don't want you to give me one kobo. I want to buy it by myself, for myself, and enjoy it by myself. I'll be 62 in a few days' time. Thank you. Each time I'm in that car, there is a way I feel. Can I repeat myself? Those of you that are single and you are waiting, if I can just get married, the man will take care of me. I will have sex 24/7. The man will. Can I shock you? Nobody has sex 24/7 in marriage. 1. Number 2, no man can adequately meet all your needs. He's not El Shaddai, else he shall die. We have told you that. Therefore, this is the time to make your own. To refuse to be a liability. To remain an asset. I'm speaking about opportunities. This is the time. Every money that comes into your hand this year, inside it there is bread, inside it there is seed, inside it there is investment. No matter how small, no matter how little. Otherwise, you just be living the same way. The same way. So, don't wait till you are married. It is yours, take it. Before you start investing in properties. As a student, sell biro in school. Sell scarf. Sell pap. Sell something. Think. And do something with your life. Write books. Make it. Once you take it in this conference, make sure you use it. Because opportunities sometimes can be bald-headed. Once it goes, to get it back. If at 50, you still have to be living in a rented apartment, I'm sent to you. Did I even say 50? I'm sure some of you are begging me not to come to 40. I see that you are begging. You are doing. I can see the hands. You can't be 40 and not have land. And you can't be 45 and not have a property. And those of you that are married here, the number of houses, the minimum number of houses you should have is the number of children you have. It's a serious night. And I'm not kidding you. When the Bible says a righteous man leaveth an inheritance, he's not talking, the righteousness there is not about removal of earrings and looking pious. Don't live your life in such a way that you will need your children's help when you are old. When your children come to bless you, let them feel privileged. Let it be Genesis 27 to provoke something. The kind of things that you hear during these 7 days and the kind of things I'm telling you now, they are not things you hear on Sundays in churches. Hello, everybody. Today I want to speak on you must have a property. But you see, the church, Christians, we have clapped and we have sung for too long and we have caused traffic jam. We thank God for that. We need to start living in the reality of life. Opportunities will be coming your way this year. Grab them. You don't want to look back and say, wow. Some of you don't know how much came into your hand last year, or you didn't know until you were going to the embassy. And you printed, you were saying, 24 million, Lord. God is faithful to you. All these prayers are working. They may not come, bim, but they come in trickles, in trickles, in trickles. Therefore, save every day. Even if it is 100 naira. I have what is called piggy bank. Some of you know it's piggy vest, you know. Even if it is 500 naira, let it be habitual. And as you tithe to God, tithe to yourself. You will in 5 years' time, you will thank me for what I'm sharing with you today. It's better for you to be prepared and then opportunity comes than for opportunity to come and then you are not prepared. If they put up a property for sale now, you should be able to go in and come out. Or even if you don't have everything, you should be able to put some value on the table. You need, in 2025, you need to go and study Jews. Their wealth rotates. You see them in England. You see them everywhere. An average Kuwaiti is a millionaire. We don't have that in Nigeria. I'm studying law, so I know some things. The Constitution of Nigeria, listen, says that our government owes us, we citizens, owes us good road, good water, good this, education, free education up to whatever is in the Constitution. But do you know that there's a section that says that if they don't provide it, I have one of my classmates here, if they don't provide it, we have no right to sue them. It's in the Constitution. So my husband says, you are a nation inside a nation. You provide your water, you provide your security, you provide food, you get to a place. The first thing you are looking for is how to dig a well. That's where we have found ourselves. But are there no rich people here in this nation? Are there no young billionaires that are not stealing? So don't rubbish everybody and say they are all inside you. There are opportunities. And I want you to please take note of this today. That by the time we are having days of glory next year, you will look at your life and you will say, God bless FFA. She pushed me into something. Go and do it. Join cooperative. Do something. Don't spend all your money wearing clothes. Matching. The shoe must match the bag. Why is that written? Even when you want to go out, the color of your whatever must match the seat of your car. Your earring must match your belt. We're not teaching etiquette tonight. We're teaching opportunities. So that a time will come when, whether you are conscious or not, they will be matching. Automatically. They will match. This is not the time to buy a bag that can buy a trailer of cement. My dear, you are not yet at that level. Life is not lived in years. Very soon they are going to be telling you happy birthday again. So tonight I came to make you angry. It's yours, take it. The opportunities are there. I really wish I had the time, but please let this be ringing in your ear. And that takes me to number 2. People. Opportunities are blessings. I know that we need to discern so that it's not every opportunity we should grab and all that. Anything that will affect our faith and all that. But it's not everything that affects our faith. It's not. There are doors that God must open for you this year. By character, by charisma, by knowledge, by skill. So open your eyes. I told you yesterday, to take it, you need your eyes. Open your eyes. There are opportunities everywhere. People made money during COVID. I'm one of them. During COVID. It's not everybody that is poor. The same city where Elimelech ran away from was the same city where Boaz prospered. The same city. People are prospering. People. Before you go out from your house every day, pray for extraordinary connections, strategic helpers, destiny information helpers, able helpers, willing helpers. If you can't remember to do it every day, pray it once a week. Or when you remember. There are human beings that are angels. They have what it takes. I have a few of them in my life. There's a young boy that blesses me every week. I don't even want to tell you how much he gives me. Every week. He said when he was a teenager, I blessed him in the children's church or something. And he's a big. When I was receiving the alert, I was saying, who sent this money? I hope EFCC will know what is happening. I don't know this person. I Googled and Googled until eventually. There are people everywhere. And in case you don't know, they are testing you so that they can recommend you. John chapter 2. They brought the wine to the chairman of the occasion. He tasted and recommended. So be careful how you treat people. And be careful who you give access to in your life. 2 Samuel chapter 13 is one of the saddest passages in the Bible. There was a man called Amnon, David's son, who had a friend called Jonadab. And that was the friend, quote and unquote, that destroyed his destiny. With one counsel. Pretend that you are sick. Let your sister come and bake. Rape her. From that moment, we did not hear about that man again. In the Garden of Eden, the serpent came like a friend. Until tomorrow, we have not recovered from that incident. Friendly enemies. Be careful in 2025. When the devil cannot get you by coming as an enemy, he comes in as a friend. Some of you, your life is too clustered. You have too many friends. You can't even discern. You don't know who is who anymore. Everybody has access to you. Be intentional in 2025. Qualify the access that you give to people. Parents, pray for your children. And we're going to pray very shortly. Pray for your children. The issue of friendship is a terrible thing when a person misses it. People are your assets in 2025. You must know how to manage relationships. Let me remind you of what I said last year. And maybe I've been saying it every year. Relation, then ship. Relationship. 2 words. Relation speaks about connection. Ship speaks about transportation. Relationship is a spirit. No relationship leaves you the same way it meets you. Every relationship transports you somewhere or transports something into you. You cannot afford to just allow anybody in your life. Some people are destiny wasters, time wasters. The fact that you were in the same primary school does not mean you should remain friends. Relationships do expire. And some of you are nurturing destiny destroyers. Nurturing and nurturing and nurturing. And you are wondering why your life is not what it should be. You come to church. You are prayed for. You study the scriptures. You hear the word. I said it. You have a teaching priest. You have a mama that teaches you. And you wonder, why is my life like this? I give. But check. Remember I told you yesterday, check the baggage. Check the bag. What is inside? Did you pack it yourself? That friend that demeans you. That friend that makes you feel that you are worthless. That friend that teaches you to get away from God. That child or that friend that makes you miss opportunities. Is that how you want to go on? Better stand alone than walk with the wrong people. Create your own atmosphere. Create it. You stop following God, I stop following you. Only fools mock at sin. People, pray that they come into your life. Discern when people come into your life. Nurture profitable relationships. People that are in your life service those relationships. And trust God that 2025 will be amazing for you. The last time God came downstairs was at Calvary. He uses people. So, choose. When Joseph got into the prison, he befriended rich people. Rich prisoners. The butler and the baker. Connected people. You smell like the company you keep. Your friend is the prophecy of your future. Be careful. Choose in 2025. Deliberately walk with rich people. FFA, how will I get them? I'm going to share this with you. When the student is ready, the teacher will show up. Sometimes I go online and I'm staring at the people that are pictures of my future. And I'm not just talking about preachers. I'm not talking about men and women of God. I don't even know if some of them are born again. Because I know that is a matter of time. You will look like what you look at. So I begin to stare at them. I look at the way they carry their bags. I look at the way they dress. I look at their content. I look at what they say. What comes out of their mouth. I read, okay, I leave for the office at so time. I come back at so time. I see who they walk with. So I shed. My relationship is in layers. I have the inner, even among the people I mentor. What value are you adding to me? I don't want you to implicate me. Because so I'm careful. I'm carrying palm oil. I'm wearing white. I don't want to be close to what is yongi? One of the prayers I'm going to make you pray is that God, please, may I never meet somebody that will scatter my journey. I said it in English, but what I really want to say is in Yoruba. Entoma diary ajo miru, entoma diary ajo aye miru, awana koba. You know, this is not how I minister normally, but Dr. Niyi, I don't know. This is how God wants me to just handle tonight. Some of you, you are using your destiny to please people, to appeal to people, to appease them. Sometimes I will say to myself, did they use my life to do iwofa for this person? What is iwofa? Slavery. Did my father or my husband borrow money from you and then they said I should be serving you? Enough is enough. Some of you, the reason why you no longer have money, and I'll be going to the third thing now so I can pray, is because you waste money on irrelevant people. Can I remind you of what I said yesterday? Ungrateful people are not bad. Even the Lord Jesus Christ said, where are the 9? Where are the 9? You kill yourself because of them. You remove your eyes because of them. And you are still looking for validation because you are suffering from low self-esteem. That's one of the reasons people stay in abusive relationships. You're looking for validation. Let me repeat this. Those of you that are married, when you take away MRS, that title MRS, Mrs., from your life, whatever remains is your true worth. That's your true value. Marriage adds to you. So you must be an asset. Who are you trying to please? Who are you wasting your oil on? You are not sent to everybody. Your assignment is not everybody. Stop wasting your oil on irrelevant people. I've said the word irrelevant how many times today? People that are not relevant to your destiny. You can't win the whole world. There are people that they can't stand me. Do I care? Concentrate on your fans. When a person that used to be a blessing has now become a burden, law. And as you age, become more selective. You don't have time for nonsense anymore. You don't have time for drama. If you must explain and explain and explain, that relationship has expired. People that matter don't mind. People that mind don't matter. Don't kill yourself. Stop killing yourself. You can't please them. Face your fans. Some of you have 200 followers on Instagram or Facebook. You don't know that's an opportunity. Do you know churches that have only 200 people? No content. All you do is selfie. 200 people, they are following you, wasting their data, following you. All you come there to do is show your dress, show no content, nothing to add value. And you are waiting till you have 1 point something million. If you are not faithful in little, am I hurting you today? The doctor hurts you to help you. So I think it's good. The year is still early. I want you to please be very serious about the year. Focus on God. Focus on your destiny. Like yourself enough to invest in yourself. Improve on yourself. Whatever little comes into your hand, don't waste it. And that takes me to the third one, which is money. Opportunity, people, and money. These 3 things are yours. Take them. Stop competing with people. Some of them are wearing clothes on credit. They won't tell you. Some of them, the shoes are gifts. They won't tell you. Don't kill yourself. There are 3 things that will make money to come your way. Number 1, the need for what you do. Number 2, your ability to do it very well. Number 3, I'll repeat myself, don't worry. I'm not teaching from my notes. I'm teaching from my heart this evening. And I don't teach from scarcity. I teach from abundance. The need for what you do, your ability to do it well, and number 3, the difficulty in replacing you. Of all the 3, number 2 is the most important. Because there will always be need for what you do. Hey, there's no money in Nigeria. There's no money in Nigeria. Get on the flight. You'll be shocked. And you're asking yourself, where are they going? One of my sisters, whose husband died in Kenya, had to fly there. I was writing the exam, so I had to buy my ticket. And they said to go to Kenya from Nigeria, business class, 6 million. And I got on the plane. The flight was full. So I said, 6 million plus 6 million plus 6 million plus 6. Where did they get the money from? There will always be need. People will eat. There's no money, there's no money. You know how many clothes you have bought? Tailors are still opening their shops. So that number one, there's not problem at all. There is need. Number three, the difficulty in replacing you. If you get number two right, there'll be no problem with number three. Therefore, concentrate in investing into yourself. When I went back to school, I knew that there was pressure on me, from my fans, from people that love me. In fact, my first semester, the dean of faculty of law said to me, Madam, you know I watch you a lot online. I just want to loan you this advice. The world followed you here. You can't afford to fail. After that word, I moved to live in school. The need for what you do, your ability to do it well, and the difficulty in replacing you. I live in school now. Took permission from my husband. I'll come home weekend or when lectures are a bit fluid, and I'll still travel. So if God decides to give me a first class, no be dash. No be dash. We thank God for grace. You know that we are most grateful. But I didn't just sit and say, Grace, first class, come, Lord, come. No. 2 a.m., I'm still reading in my room. Exam period, if you have a law student around you, you will pity us. There are law students here, so you know what it means. You don't even have a space to lie down on your bed. From this, you are forming your notes. Last semester, there was a course, I found 9 notes. So you form one note, and then you form another note, and then until you get to one, I say, okay, I think I can read this for exam. You keep writing and writing and writing and writing. Your ability to do it very well. I don't need to practice. I did it for me. But I made up my mind that whatsoever he doeth or he lays his hands on, he shall prosper. Psalm 1 verse 3. So, 2 a.m. I'm done reading. I'm reading my class. God, I don't know who sent me this matter, but I beg you, please, just show me mercy. But at least I have done my. You say you will bring to your remembrance. That means I studied. So when I'm in class, because I can't cheat, I can't sleep with a lecturer, I can't misbehave, and I sit in the front. And you're not even allowed to bring this in. So it's here. And small. You are a fashion designer. Your ability to do it well. You are a speaker. Your ability to do it well. Some people are writers. I'm a speaker. I write books. Yes. I told you yesterday. At least I wrote like 80-something books. Then I decided to get a ghost writer. But I'm a speaker. And that's what fits me. I don't need my notes to speak. But that's what fits me. Your ability to do it well. My husband says what you are gifted for is superior to what you are trained for. One girl told me in class, she's studying law. She said, I'm going to be a fashion designer. I just want to study this law to please my father. So when you go to her shop and she says she's a lawyer, you are proud. Your ability to do it well. What do you want to do in 2025? You can't break principles. You can't pray principles away. We live in a world where the society is structured in such a way that where money is required, praying in tongues will not suffice. We live in a society where life is so structured in a way that there is a level of comfort you cannot experience without money. That's one of the reasons we take the time to teach you about that. We teach you the principles, tithing, giving, blessing the servants of God, blessing the poor. And we are now telling you your ability to do it well. Some of you can sow in 2025. Go and brush it up. Some of you can weave. You work for the government. So when you close at 3:30 or 4:30, what happens? You tie towels and praying in tongues? Get a shop. My husband and I have 16 streams of income. 16. I learned it from Richard Branson, the owner of Virgin Atlantic. He said, I'm not aware that there is recession in the world. I have 100 streams of income. And if you read the Bible, you will know that you should have a minimum of 4 streams according to the book of Genesis, where the river flows. So I've come to wake you up today. Don't say, I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm just a salary earner. No, you can't be wealthy like that. You see that you put your money in passive investment where you're making money while you are sleeping. Even if you cannot sell, sell. And don't forget, I've been warning you all around the world. You cannot have 2 telephones and you don't have Samsung shares. You cannot have 2 iPads, and you have not bought their shares. You cannot be drinking Coca-Cola every day and water and 5 Alive, and you have not bought their shares. Get home tonight, go and Google. $10, buy it. Disney World, buy it. Stop taking your children there and making other people wealthy if you don't have their shares. You can't be on Facebook every day. Otherwise, this is how you'll be coming every year. We are fasting and it will still be the same. Trekking. Paying somebody rent. Making other people wealthy. And we can pray. Christians, we can pray. We have prayed and will continue to pray. But please, let's do this. Thank you. If you're not born again, give your heart to Jesus. That's the starting point. I want to lead you to pray 2 prayers today. You are going to sit down and touch your feet. You will touch your feet. Whether you are playing keyboard, pray this prayer too. Or you're on the camera, pray this prayer. You will touch your feet. In 2025, Father, I will not walk and meet the people that will implicate me or scatter my destiny. I want to man dayeru. I want la koba. It was so strong in my heart as I was preparing for tonight's service. My feet, I own you under God. You will not take me into trouble. You will not go to places where trouble awaits destiny. If you don't understand, just pray in tongues. Feet. Marika hashata lubraga skota yegede